This is your average Illinois home. It's in a quiet community where hardly anything exciting happens. Still, some people claim they've seen some really odd things. Things that are difficult, if not impossible, to explain. This home is one of those stories. Like many other homes its age, this one has been host to many different families over the years. Today, it's occupied by the Walsh family, a fairly normal, happy bunch of people. Yet one family member saw something odd happen 20-some years ago, and he cannot explain it. Here's his retelling of what happened. Hello there, everyone. Seems like a lot of people have some kind of ghost story or another to tell, sometimes just for fun, sometimes a bit more seriously. Now, I'm not one of these people that's overly superstitious or, ooh, scary, and I don't necessarily buy into all the stuff that you see on TV, but I'd still like to tell you about something that happened about 20 years ago when my parents, brothers, and myself all moved into this house. This house is about 100 years old and was one of the first homes to be electrified at the time it was built. Now, it still has electrical service today, and it's been modernized to the point where we have modern conveniences like multi-way lighting, lots of outlets, things like that. And case in point, we have a three-way switch setup up here upstairs. We have one switch at the foot of the stairs, one switch at the top of the stairs, and this switch right here. Well, about 20 years ago, shortly after we would have moved in, my brother James and I were up here playing a game on my bed or something along those lines, and we happened to be going along, minding our own business, having a good old time, and all of a sudden, the hallway lights click off. It was very, very strange at the time. So I walked back out into the hallway, and I turned the light switch back on. A couple minutes later, the same thing happened again. The cycle repeated a few times. Eventually, I brought my dad up here, and my dad was fairly convinced that I simply hadn't been getting the switch firmly into the on position, and that it was just clicking off under spring pressure. I did not share his opinion at the time. So I came out here, gave the switch a ridiculous shove back into the on position, and was surprised a couple minutes later when it happened again. That time, I walked out, I turned the switch on. 20 years and the same switch later, it's never happened again. And I certainly don't have any better explanation for it. Thank you for watching. And if you'd like to leave a comment about any of your own experiences, let's keep it reasonable though. Feel free to do so below.